escape, and he goes down. Derek Shelby in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going? Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. They've got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
3-19.
Here's Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So the awareness of knowing where the 1st down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this.
No, Jack, Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll will get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They begin the drive with Coleman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I want to switch gears, Charles, and get your favorite play of the year so far. Look, I know we don't have a Minnesota miracle like we saw at the end of last season, but what's been the one that's caught your attention the most?
Well, wouldn't Linval Joseph picking up a fumble against Philadelphia and bringing it all the way back count as a Minnesota miracle?
That was the earth shaker.
That's a lot of men.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8. And it sets up a 3rd and 15. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's go. Ready, we're ready. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. This is Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Ryan on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Brock Coyle able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Breida. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run with Breida. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They run for it with Morris. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Alfred Morris punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. First carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 46 yards. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And finding the tight end, Hooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, When you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is Morris. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.